Hi, good evening. My name is Jessiah Voné. I'm just here to share a snippet of my journey that I've been doing. I, all my life, I have had an unhealthy attachment to food. All my life, I have had a more lack of activity kind of lifestyle. And so I, it was like, I think I had throughout my life I had like times where would try something. Like, even I remember one time in high school, actually I think it was middle school going into high school. I had no that was it was high school, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm remembering everything. But there was a time where I just decided that, I'm going to just eat oatmeal, literally just eat oatmeal, and in attempts to lose weight. And so just these bits, but of course did not last, because that's not sustainable for me, especially someone like me who enjoys food. Okay, I enjoy food, right? So it was not a sustainable way to lose weight for me. And I have, since I was a kid, struggled with binge eating. Like, I have the very distinct memory of my grandma and grandpa's, where I remember my grandpa always would have ice cream sandwiches. He loves ice cream sandwiches, okay? And so I remember one day, like, we would watch TV in the basement, me and my brothers and my aunt, in their basement. And I remember going upstairs to the refrigerator in the freezer, grabbing the ice cream sandwich, going downstairs, eating that ice cream sandwich. As soon as I finish it, going back upstairs, grabbing another ice cream sandwich, going downstairs to finish watching TV. Then after that one's done, go upstairs, grab another until the whole box was gone. So that's the kind of relationship I've had with food for a very long time. There's another time I remember when I was a kid. My aunt it was like around Thanksgiving time. One of my aunts had bought, yes, a big bag of gummy bears. One of those big bags, like from Sam's Club, right? And I remember going in and grabbing handfuls, till there's like significant amount gone. So, sorry, my hands are like this because I was picking berries. Reminds me of like The Office. Like, it was beets. I'm a beet farmer. No, but anyway. Yeah. So, so yeah. And like I said, I still appreciate food. I still eat sweets. But I have had a newfound love and appreciation for fruits and vegetables, especially vegetables, because that was the one I really didn't appreciate the way I do now. But anyway, so with my jogging journey, I started, like, I want to show you, actually. I'll show you. I started jogging down the street. This is my street that I live on. I would up and down the sidewalks, and I would try to make a goals. Like, okay, go down the sidewalk, take a break, excuse me. Okay, then go down the sidewalk, come back again, take a break. Then go down the sidewalk, come back, go down, take a break. Stuff like that is what I would start doing. And that started like after my third child's birth, the birth of my third child. That's when I really got into the activity. Also, I did Zumba. I loved Zumba. My girls loved Zumba, so it was something that we could do together, right? And the guy on the video is so cute. It's like fun to watch him. He's like these little moves and stuff. So it was really like motivational, right? And it made it fun. So yeah. And that's important for me, to make it fun. And what I love about jogging is it's like knowing where I came from to where I am now. Not even being able to jog, a fourth of a mile before, like literally jogging, like maybe like 2 meters until I'm feeling like my chest is going to close up, like my lungs become half the size. That's how it felt, where I couldn't breathe well, to where I am now. And it's just like, I've come a long way. And so that's what's fun about jogging, is like how much more drastic change can I make, right? Because it's not about, like, for me, it's not really about losing weight. It's just about treating myself better, giving me that self-love, self-care, being in that state of healthy activity, mentality, all of that, right? I feel no matter what, I'm always going to have some thick thighs. And I'm learning to love those thighs. My daughters every day will point out all the imperfections. Mommy, you have a pimple right here. They love squeezing my wings on my arms. They love doing that. It's so soft and jiggly, my daughter said. And I'm just like, thank you for that, you know. But anyway, I always say someone's going to love it. Someone's going to love my soft squishiness, you know. But I'm not going to say that. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah. So I just labeled this my job. Fat diets, binge eating, trying to starve myself once even. What do all these acts have in common? A lack of kindness. Taking for granted the body I inhabited. Expecting others to love me as I am when I myself refused to. I had tried everything else. There was nothing else left for me to do but to show myself some acts of love and self-care. After giving birth to my third child, I became very determined. I started eating more fresh fruits and vegetables. I still enjoyed my food, but I didn't shame myself for eating a candy bar. I picked up some extracurricular. Dancing to Zumba videos was the catalyst for my exercising. Zumba made it fun to move my body and burn calories. Then I decided I was up for a challenge. In the past, when I'd tried jogging, my chest would tighten up and my lungs felt like half of their sizes. When I started to jog this time around, the same thing happened. So I would tell myself, I'll jog 6 driveways down and back, then I will take a break. Slowly but surely, I was able to jog a mile with no breaks. I felt accomplished. I felt great. Even before each jog, I would say a prayer, asking my Lord and Savior to help me as I decided to take better care of myself. Then I found the track, and boy oh boy, it wasn't perfect. There are patches of grass that come up through the cracks. There is always the smell of smoke and beer that hindered the purity of fresh air. But nonetheless, it's perfect, just perfect for such a time as this. Just like this specific track, we at certain times all take time to get used to. So please don't punish yourself, because having inner peace and being in harmony with yourself is another form of wealth. The kind that makes a room light up when you walk in it. The kind that turns a frown upside down just by flashing a genuine smile. When you love and accept yourself, you then give permission for others to then follow. Much love, by Jessiah Voné. So I hope this encourages you. When I talk about these things, I know they can be like sensitive topics, but I've lived it, I'm living it, and it's real, like legitimate, real person that struggled all my life with fluctuating weight, with motivation to change, with binge eating, and so, and it was always connected to like when I'm watching something too. But anyway, so I know what it's like, and I'm not coming from a judgmental perspective. I'm coming from a perspective of once I started to put these changes in my life, I felt better and better, and it empowered me to do even more. And I still look up to people when I see people jogging in the snow, jogging in the rain and stuff, and I'm just like, wow, you go. Or if I see like a woman or a man who's like 60 or 70 years old still going at it, and I'm like, that is amazing. I love that, and it encourages me. So, and when I see people like me that look like me, a little thick, jogging, I'm like, yes, we're doing it. Yes, you got this. I love it because it's going to only lead to greatness in you. So, and I believe that for myself as well. All right, much love. Take care.